heard of any small refineries shutting down.
It's been a couple months, maybe 3 months since I talked to you about vaccination for screwworms. You may not remember that conversation, and I don't expect you to, but we talked about it, and you were going to look
Yes, sir.
into it. So what's the chances of use of vaccination to get us beyond this? Because when I called you, there was no screwworms noticed in the United States. Maybe they were here, but they weren't verified.
Right. So the screwworm is a flesh-eating pest and not a virus or a disease. But there are so many ways to treat it. First, we eradicate it with the sterile fly technology, which is what we're building out in America and in Mexico and in Panama. That's the $1 billion+ that we put into the system over a year ago to make sure that that happens. There's ivermectin, there's feed and treatment to basically, which would probably serve like a vaccination. But as far as specific vaccinations, now you and I talked about the vaccination on the HPAI when we talked, which is the other sort of big challenge to our chickens. And we had a big conversation about that. We continue to run that down. But the good news with HPAI, still a lot to do, is that in Iowa and other significant chicken states, egg-laying states, that the case of HPAI has come down almost 60% since last year through the use of biotechnology, et cetera. Obviously, a move toward vaccination in that lane is continuing to be discussed. There's a lot of big different opinions on that. So I want to make sure that we get it right. The virus, HPAI, will often beat and jump to humans. So that's what we've got to be very careful of. And we're working with partners around the world and seeing what they're doing as well.
Let me give you some advice that you don't have to respond to. In fact, I'd rather not have you respond to it. But I know that there are voices in the cabinet that don't like vaccinations. And from that standpoint, I expect you to speak for agriculture and not listen to any of those other people that might be trying to convince you that for the screwworm thing, we should be vaccination, because they don't know anything about agriculture and you do, and you shouldn't be listening to them. And if you're getting pressure from higher up to do that, let me know so I can defend you.
Yes, I can assure you there is no pressure, but taking very seriously the vaccination to ensure that it actually works and it doesn't cause the virus to mutate, to then jump to more dairy cattle, to beef cattle, to other livestock, et cetera. And if we move too fast, that's what will happen. So while we're bringing the case of HPAI down through biosecurity and through other options, therapeutics, et cetera, sir, please know we are studying very carefully the potential for what that could look like as well.
Okay. Last week, your